Natal moon in Gemini. In this video, I'm going to be discussing natal moon in Gemini, everything you need to know about moon in Gemini people, and how to master this placement. All right, now keep in mind every single thing that I discuss may not directly apply to you if you have natal moon in Gemini, but the things that I discuss are directly related to the natal moon in Gemini experience. All right, so let's talk about natal moon in Gemini and everything you can expect and how to master this placement. Emotional needs: to be an intellectual and a perpetual student, to be a communicator, speaker, writer, and diverse person, to be a social person, to satisfy the curiosities. Okay, so this is what the emotional needs are when you have your natal moon in Gemini. Your emotional needs are you have to be an intellectual, you have to be a perpetual student. It's important to you to be intellectual and to always be learning and to always be a student. It's a need for you to be a communicator, a speaker, a writer, diverse person, to be a social person, to satisfy your curiosities in life. All right. So this is what your emotional needs are. And if you're not able to satisfy the emotional needs, then you'll find yourself very emotionally dissatisfied. All right. So this is what the emotional needs are when you have natal moon in Gemini. Emotional nature reactions. These people have to vent to someone when they're emotional. They can't hold it in. They have to get it off their chest. They're very flirty and they love to socialize and have a good debate. They can be scattered, irritable, and anxious at times. They have a very dual, two-sided nature. All right, so this is the emotional nature and emotional reactions of Moon and Gemini people. They have to vent when they're emotional. They gotta get it off their chest. They gotta just unload and spill their emotions. They're flirty, they're charming, they love to socialize, they love to have a good debate. They can be scattered, irritable, and anxious at times, and they have a very dual, two-sided nature. That's pretty much what you need to know as far as the emotional nature and emotional reactions. These people work well with other air moon sign natives and fire moon sign natives. The air moon signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The fire moons are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, so when you have natal moon in Gemini, you get along with Libra moons, Aquarius moons, and Gemini moons, the air signs, and then Aries moons, Leo moons, and Sagittarius moons, the fire moons. All right, and that's very important. The mother is seen as youthful, chatty, scattered, and gossipy, but a smart person nonetheless. Okay, so the moon tells you how you see your mother and your experience with your mother, and pretty much how you saw her and what type of energy she had. So when you have this placement, your mom had Gemini like energy. She was seen as youthful, young, chatty, scattered, gossipy, but a smart person nonetheless in some kind of way. This is similar to having natal moon in the third house because Gemini rules the third house. So when you have this placement, it's very important that you study natal moon in the third house descriptions as well because that information applies to you as well. And you will find that if when you read natal moon in the third house descriptions, it sounds exactly like you. I did a full video breaking down natal moon in the third house. I'm going to drop a link for that in the description box. Celebrity examples: 50 Cent, Jim Carrey, and Barack Obama. Now, with these three men, it's very obvious to see how they had their moon in Gemini. 50 Cent is a very chatty, communicative person. He's always joking on people. He's known for getting into verbal wars and verbal spats with people and just being very silly and goofy and just always trying to crack jokes. Jim Carrey, he's a comedian. I mean, it doesn't get more communicative than that. Barack Obama, he was seen as a very charming leader, very charming, very good with his words leader. All right, so that's you. If you dig a little bit deeper into their lives, you can see their moon and Gemini traits a little bit more. But that's just on a surface level. You can definitely see how these men have their moon and Gemini if you study them even a little bit. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my video. This is pretty much everything you need to know about natal moon and Gemini people. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and take care.